Hello! So, I have not posted here in a while, basically because my YouTube motivation is practically non-existent. But I'm here and I wanted to make this video because right now Magical March is going on and I really wanted to participate, so here we are. For the most part, I'm going to be talking about how I got into My Singing Monsters, what I like about the Magicals, and some other stuff relating to that. So, sit back, relax, get yourself some buttered popcorn with salt on it, and let's get into this. So, my interest in My Singing Monsters dates all the way back to, well, back when it blew up. To be a bit more specific, the tail end of 2022, back when I was still obsessing over Spore and all. Around this time, I got sick, and I had to stay home as a result. While I was staying home, I listened to a bunch of edit audios, because, well, what else was I supposed to do? In one of the videos I watched, that's basically just a compilation of edit audios, I heard Cold Island, and I immediately thought, is this from an anime? I have no idea where I got that from. But anyways, I decided to look into what Cold Island was, and when I heard the song, I don't know how to explain it, but hearing it gave me some kind of deja vu. Like I've listened to this before, like I've played this game before. I got hooked on the game really quickly, and I looked into what else it had to offer. Magical Sanctum, Earth Island, Bone Island, all that good stuff. Back when I was still relatively new to the fandom, my favorite monster was Trouble. Mainly because Mythicals at the time just so happened to be popular because, well, Mythical Island. My favorite Celestial was also Scaretar, back at a time where I did not know what Celestial Fortune was. Now here's the big question that's probably on your mind. Why do I love the Denchas? And the funny urchin? And the nerd? Well, for the Denchas, I kinda just fell in love with them because of their design, but it's a bit more complex for Bloat and Vamp. For Bloat, he kinda just grew on me. And by grew on me, I mean he's my second favorite monster now. And technically it's the same thing for Vamp, but there's actually a reason to it of just he grew on me. Back when I was still new to the fandom, I looked into what Celestial Fortune was, and I found out that my birth Celestial was in fact not Scaretar, and instead it was Vamp. I was kinda disappointed at first, but truth be told, like I said, he grew on me. I was already in love with Vamp by the time his adult form came out, so no surprise, I was excited. I really had to think about this one. I think the thing that makes My Singing Monsters so special is just the sheer variety and there's so much content in it. There's a lot about the game to love. Whether it be characters, ideas, all that good stuff. That isn't all though. I think another thing that makes this game so special is just how generally supportive and great the community is. And I think that kind of ties into what I said beforehand, because there's so much variety in this game that every monster has at least one fan, even if the community generally hates that monster. Generally, I'm just really glad to be part of this community. The game itself is generally great, the fan-made content is also great, and I definitely think my art style has genuinely improved since I first joined. And one more thing, I love the Magical class and you cannot convince me otherwise. I'm really glad Magical Nexus exists to give the Magicals some form of appreciation. Just like you would expect with any other seasonal update, new costumes dropped. And I'm pretty sure Cloversmall 2025 is Platinum Appreciation Day because he didn't just get a costume, he also got a rare. And on a side note, when are we going to get Rare Squat? And who's gonna get the next rare, Bloat or Plinkachow? Probably Plinkachow, even though Sky Painting is 3 months away. I'm assuming that because by the looks of it, they're going in order when their respective island room was released. And now for the thing that you probably, definitely, absolutely want my thoughts on. Alesque. I probably pronounced it wrong, but besides the point right now. I love this paranormal. Not only does it have a cool sound, but I love what they went for with design here. It's almost kind of like Inkay for Pokemon, and how its evolution is just, well, Inkay, but upside down. And larger, too. This also gave us this absolute peak of a me. Anyways. If I had any issues with this though, it'd probably be that the minor form looks a bit too much like it came straight out of Demented Dream. And that's not a bad thing at first glance, but you gotta know, Demented Dream is probably one of the most content-farmed things that wasn't directly from the game. And I really need to specify wasn't, because the game it's from, The Lost Landscapes, isn't even available. At least to my knowledge. But aside from that, this update is pretty good. I'd probably get like an 8 out of 10.
Hey, Crismon, did you double check to make sure if the